Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. We're going to recap run number 26 of my 5K training program, following and using the Garmin Connect app and the Jeff Galloway coaching program. So we're pretty deep into this right now at run number 26. So thank you guys so much who've been following along this running program. I hope that you're getting something from it. Just remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you have questions, comments, or concerns. Today was my long run, so on Monday I do a drill workout. Wednesday or Thursday I typically do a drill workout to work on my skills, and then on Saturday I get to go and have a longer run. Today was really fun. It's a beautiful morning, and what I tried to focus on today was basically running a reverse split and also working on finding a pace that I could just hold. So on my warm-up, I went out and I walked for about 4 minutes. During my warm-up, I had a little bit of like scapular kind of agitation. Two things, I think a little bit of carryover from the bench press a couple of days ago. And also on Friday, we went out and had foods that I don't typically eat. So just also remembering that food is also kind of a pain trigger. So if you are kind of like you had a big evening, so we had pizza and we had some wings and we had beautiful salad as well. But I typically don't go that far. I avoid gluten and I avoid dairy as well. So having those things, I think, also kind of gets a little inflammation in the body and also gives some old pattern pain triggers. That's a little bit of another subject, but just remember that food also affects pain and pain triggers or achiness. So just know that. But I went out and I walked for 4 minutes and then I jogged. And what I tried to do on the jog was really find a nice, easy pace that I could just hold forever. And that felt really good. And then a 3-minute walk. And then I started my 2.5 miles. On my 2.5 miles, the main focus was the first about mile and a half is just go easy and really working on focus on the reverse split. So that's going to be a slow to fast time. So not going out too fast and finishing really strong. And that's the main focus of today's workout for me, was finding a nice pace that I could hold. So it looks like the first mile I ran at about 9:03. So I was just chilling and I was really enjoying that, kind of taking it easy. And then on that second mile, I ran in 8:14. And then that last half mile, I ran in a 7:05. So I definitely accomplished my goal of running a reverse split and working on finding a pace I could hold, cranking the dial up a little bit, and then finishing with a really strong finish. So I think that that's something really important, especially if you're going to actually run a race. It's nice to be able to not go out too fast, to control your pace, control your levels of excitement, and then be able to have enough in the tank to finish really strong. And then on the cool down, I just walked. I was just cooked. I had a really nice, I wasn't cooked, but I also felt like that was plenty. I didn't need to do any more, and I felt like I'd had a sufficient workout. And sometimes it's just nice to do that, just walk. And the walk was lovely. I got to hear beautiful sounds and see birds and smell beautiful smells. So that was really fun. A total of 4.36 miles. So, that's a great distance. I'm covering a lot of ground, a little bit of walking, a little bit of jogging. So I probably ran a total of 28 minutes, almost 29 minutes through the whole workout, and I walked the rest. A total time, 45 minutes and 50 seconds. So that's including the warm-up, including the cool down, and the workout. So yeah, that's a good workout. And then my 2.5 mile, I ran that in 20 minutes and 50 seconds. So I'll be, looking to work on that as I get closer to my 5K, which is just a little bit, further away, 2.5, it's only 0.6 miles. So I'm getting closer. And as you think about it, I'm not really going out and running that distance. I'm running around that distance. I'm training. I'm working on my skills. So it's a great way. I'm covering that much mileage, but I'm not necessarily focusing on going out and just running a 5K. I'm doing a little bit more systematic, which I really think is a great way to approach running. Obviously, running can be a fun and recreational thing to do with your friends. But there's also a time and place for focused on skill work. And then the pace was for the total, it was 8:20. So pretty good. I'll definitely be looking to have my pace in the 7s whenever I do an actual 5K. But for the training program, I feel like this was good. I got out and I set my focus on running a reverse split. I ran a beautiful one, 9:03, 8:14, covered 3 different kind of gauges of time. And I was just looking back, the last time I did a 2-mile run on this program, I ran it in 16:23 with an 8:12 pace. So all good there. It felt like a really great day. I learned a lot. I continue to learn a lot each session. So that's a great focus. Try to learn every time you train. Have a great day.